What's up, kinfolk? I need to ask y'all a serious question right now. At what point does a victim becomes the perpetrator or the criminal? You see, in America, there's a constitution, and in that constitution there's a Fourth Amendment, and that Fourth Amendment suggests that we should be secure in our persons, places, and effects. So let me ask you, if an individual broke into your home or attempted to steal something from your property, do you have a right to use deadly force? Because see, I myself, I know what I would do. I know exactly what I would do. But although we have this Constitution, they have broken it down into two basic laws. And one of the laws is what they're calling the castle doctrine. The second law is what they're calling stand your ground. Now, I'm sure y'all familiar with the stand your ground rule because we saw this with Trayvon Martin, which didn't work in our favor. But at the same time, when do we become perpetrators when we're really victims? Y'all we're going to let this guy explain to us just exactly what's meant by castle doctrine and stand your ground.
Talking about use of force, when can someone use a firearm to defend themselves? When can they not do so? When can you use a gun? When should you not even be thinking about using a gun?
Sure. So there's two doctrines in place: the castle doctrine, which, you know, your home is your castle, and then the stand your ground, which has been very controversial over the years. The castle doctrine is simply put, you know, your home is your castle. You have the right to defend it. If someone's breaking into your house, there's a presumption that they're meaning harm to you, and you can use deadly force to repel that threat. Stand your ground's a little bit different. You have the right to defend yourself with no duty to retreat, as long as you're not committing a crime and you have the legal right to be there. Okay. Stand your ground is different than castle doctrine. You don't have to retreat. You should retreat if you can. The bottom line, though, is with stand your ground, you have to have a reasonable belief that your life's in danger or you're in danger of serious bodily harm. Castle doctrine, there's sort of a presumption that someone breaking your house is meaning you harm, you can use deadly force.
Gotcha.
Okay, kinfolk, now that you heard that, here's the thing. Out in Michigan, there's 24-year-old Dayton Napton who shot and killed Simon Wilson, a teenager, for allegedly breaking into his garage at his house. He wounded another teen and shot at a few more. Now, according to the reports, Napton emptied the gun, went back in his house, reloaded the gun, came back out, and shot some more. Now, before anybody jump to conclusions, this is what I want to ask. Because, see, it is said that when he fired the shots into the garage, he demanded that the teens come out. And when the teens came out, he shot again. So, in this particular case, is that man guilty or innocent? Does he have the right to protect his house, protect his home, or is he trying to do in the Trayvon Martin case, is he trying to use this law to his advantage?
Reasonable fear of death, grave bodily harm, sexual assault, and what have you. What if it's a situation where someone is in the home, you see them, but now they're beating feet to get out? They're retreating. What does that situation look like then?
If they're retreating, you cannot use deadly force because you're no longer in fear of your life. I mean, if someone is trying to get out of the situation, you have to let them go. I mean, you can say stop, hold and hopefully hold them for the police to arrive, but you cannot use deadly force.
Right.
Right now, Dayton Napton is charged with manslaughter. But that ain't it, y'all. That ain't it. Let's look at this one. Out there in Atlanta, there is 51-year-old Yoshay Carter. Mr. Carter shot a juvenile for attempting to break into his car. Now, it is reported that he approached the juvenile, confronted him, then turned around and shot the juvenile in his foot. Now, I want y'all to remember now, the Fourth Amendment said that we should be secure in our effects. Well, the juvenile even went and admitted that he attempted to break into the man's car.
But you can't use deadly force to defend property, not in Michigan, not in most states.
Talk about the complexities. Let's say defense of property, car, vehicle, but there's someone inside of it, wife, loved one, child, spouse, etc.
Different story altogether. Yeah. Then you've got, it's more of a carjacking than an auto theft. Defense of others absolutely comes into play. You can defend yourself from a carjacker, but not someone who's just stealing the car with no one in it.
Mr. Carter is being charged with aggravated assault. Now, kinfolk, I want you to think, what if you were in this situation? What if you on trial for life and limb for protecting yourself and your family? So I want y'all to go down in the comment section and let me know, what do you think? Are these laws right? What do you think should happen if an individual is forced to defend himself in such a manner? And until the next time, y'all travel on and travel well.